Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. This is gonna be a sensational video. This is where I get all my energy. This is where I absolutely unleash because you know why? See this absolute idiot of a journalist, a pathetic journalist, Mr. Matt Law, ladies and gentlemen. Look at what this guy tweeted off the back of that fight, Mason Mount versus Enzo Fernandez, the altercation that they had on field. This is what we're going to talk about, and this is the news that's been circulating around. This is the hottest topic, and I thought I must provide some of my opinions about it, and just like always, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this in the comment section as well. But before you do that, make sure smash that like button, guys. You're gonna love this video. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe as well. Now, this is what Matt Law tweeted out. Embarrassing from Fernandez squaring up to Mason Mount for the home fans and the cameras. This, I don't even know what to say about this guy. Like Mason Mount, there is definitely, from watching that particular clip, what went on twice actually. Initially, there was a bit of a squaring up with each other during the match, and then after the match, Enzo Fernandez absolutely unleashed. So it kind of gives you the feeling that 100% this Mason Mount's departure from Chelsea Football Club, all of these things about, he was forced out, this, that, the other, it was, he really wanted to stay. I don't think a lot of these players actually liked him. From what we've seen now post-match, even Alfie Gilchrist putting out a particular Instagram post with Mason Mount's picture there, which I'll showcase to you guys very, very soon. Enzo Fernandez's reaction finally has given me closure as to what really happened. I kind of get the feeling some of these players were filthy with the whole situation. And we're going to talk deeply about this. Now, let's start things off from here, ladies and gentlemen. It all started from this particular moment during the match where Mason Mount pushes Enzo Fernandez, acts like a hero. And then this is what happened post-match. Look at Enzo Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen. You'll have a look after the match. Once it all stops doing this, I'm so annoyed when it does this, man. Come on. Yeah, as you can see, Enzo Fernandez reaching out and he's giving it to Mason Mount. Absolutely love it. Love it. And a whole heap of rumors that was going on, what was being said. A lot of people trying to do lip reading. And this is another angle. Look at this. This is another angle. And apparently, Enzo Fernandez is saying coward, 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 coward. And I think he said another thing as well. But I love it. I love it. For me, this is proper Chelsea. For me, Enzo Fernandez is proper Chelsea. When they talk about proper Chelsea, I never understand what proper Chelsea is all about. What does that mean? Passion and desire that you can run? That's what it means? No, for me, that was proper Chelsea from Enzo Fernandez. Why? Why should we not unsettle Mason Mount? He's not even a Chelsea player. He is a Man United player that has come to Stamford Bridge to win the match for Man United fans. Why should we make it so lovely jubbly? Oh, here's Mace. Let's clap him. Let's clap him. He was here to put the dagger behind our back. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we got that victory. I didn't expect it. I thought off the back of that performance against Burnley, my hopes were shattered. I was done. I was in pieces. So glad we got that victory. We badly needed that. Badly needed that. Got Sheffield United coming up next. We could really potentially put ourselves in a good position to maybe get an European spot. I love that attitude from Enzo Fernandez. Showing the grit. Showing some sort of fight. Hopefully that will ignite, your teammates. And this is what Enzo Fernandez said to Mason Mount. That clip that I just showed you right at the end. This is Chelsea. Coward, coward, coward. For him to say this kind of stuff, don't forget, Enzo Fernandez spent good 6 months with Mason Mount last season. And there's a clip with Enzo and Kai Havertz when Chelsea met Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, and they were getting along nicely. I'll showcase that to you guys as well. So something sinister definitely went on. When people talk about Chelsea's done dirty, and I've said this many times, both parties did what they had to do. Chelsea needed to get rid of Mason Mount because they needed to raise the money for financial fair play purpose. But Mason Mount's no angel here either. He was opportunistic. He was looking for the best deal for himself, and no problems. No problems. But don't sell me this whole thing about he really wanted to stay at Chelsea Football Club with hook or crook. It doesn't really matter about the money. No, it does matter about the money. This guy saw number 7 coming fast from Man United, and he felt he was going to be the next David Beckham. You all saw the video of Mason Mount with his dad when they were at Old Trafford inside the dressing room, and his dad saying, "We finally made it, mate. We finally made it." How happy they were. Do you remember when Eden Hazard left Chelsea Football Club to go to Real Madrid? And I still remember the first press conference with Real Madrid. Eden Hazard was still talking so highly about Chelsea. He left, yeah, it was his dream, but the love for Chelsea was always there. So incredible. Something obviously, all this is why people like Matt Law, and I want to spend a bit of time over here in regards to Matt Law. It's so true. This guy has been bought. Do you remember when John Obi Mikel said all this in his podcast? He was saying there are players that pay journalists to write good stuff about them. This guy, the audacity, of course, for Chelsea fans, love it. Love the fact that Enzo Fernández has done that. What, was he meant to lay the red carpet for Mason Mount? The audacity of Matt Law to tweet something like that. It just shows you're paid. You're in his payroll. No doubts about that. Brown envelope and all of that. This is why I dislike this guy's opinions. Yeah, okay, whenever he gives us internal information about transfers, this, that, the other, no problems. You can take him somewhat seriously. He's got some news, right? I don't even know if he's any more connected with Chelsea, I don't think he gets any more information. Maybe that's why he's a bit filthy and he wants to tweet all of this stuff against Chelsea. This guy's clear. Mason Mount pays him. It's clear for him to write this BS. Nonsense of a journalist. Absolute nonsense. What was he thinking when he tweeted this out? Chelsea fans are going to clap him. And he's a coward. He's a coward as well, just like Mason Mount, as Enzo Fernández put it. He removed the comment section because he knew he was going to get the smoke. But don't worry, look at this: 2.9k quote tweets. And then on top of that, people also put readers added context. Enzo Fernández did not instigate the showing, as Mason Mount had first showed unsportsmanlike conduct, to which Enzo Fernández rightly responded to, which Mason Mount further vastly escalated by shoving Enzo Fernández and pushing Noni Madueke away. So suck on that, Mr. Matthew Law. You absolute twat. So yeah. Further, Enzo Fernández post-match goes on to say, Enzo, yes, I like the Premier League, but I don't like our place in the standing. I don't like that place. I like to win, not losing, and seeing ourselves in that position angers me and my teammates. But we have to accept it's a process, and let's hope next season will be much better for us. Do you know what? I'm going to come very, very clean. I know a lot of people say, oh, Miz, you think so highly about Enzo Fernández, this, that, the other. You hate Gallagher. Let me make it very, very clear. Yeah, I picture a future at Chelsea Football Club with quality technical players. That's how I picture it. You may not picture that. You may picture pace and power and robust and physicality, passion, desire, all of that. That's you. That's you. I'm happy for you to be like that. Me, no. I want a smart, well-oiled machine type of a team. And for me, Enzo Fernández is an absolute baller. It's just sad that we've got a particular manager that is incapable of getting the best out of Enzo Fernández and Caicedo. Two players that we begged to get. Let's not forget, last January, not this year, 2023, when we finally got linked, Enzo Fernández was killing it at Benfica. Even in the European stages in the Champions League, he was killing it. He goes to Argentina World Cup team, kills it, wins the World Cup, wins the Young Player of the Tournament award as well. We were absolutely jizzing ourselves when we got linked with him and when finally Todd Bowley was able to get him. But now, because of an incompetent manager that we have, all of a sudden, a large part of the fan base thinks this guy is not a footballer. Caicedo is not a footballer. Have they been good this season? No, they have not. But they've also not been able to have the right setup in midfield to actually flourish. And if you don't understand that's on you. That's really on you. Because let me make it very clear. These players like Enzo and Caicedo, let's not forget Caicedo. Arsenal were looking at Caicedo. Liverpool were looking at Caicedo. Enzo Fernández, many big clubs would have gone for him. Many big clubs. I think Man City were after him when they got Julian Alvarez. They were after both Alvarez and Enzo. They ended up just getting Alvarez for the time being and thought maybe they'll come back. But by then, Benfica had already got to it. Enzo Fernández is the kind of midfielder that you want to build around, man. You want to give him the proper players, attributes that complement him. But nah, we don't want to understand that. For me, I loved it. I loved what Enzo Fernández did. For me, Enzo Fernández, even last season, from that abysmal season that we had, Enzo Fernández was the one that was showing a lot of fight. I still remember last season against Man United, all of the Chelsea players were in one side and Enzo Fernández was having a fight with Bruno Fernandes, I think the few other Man United players. Enzo Fernández was showing the fight every single game last season under Graham Potter. He showed some lovely passes, some lovely assists. I would love to see him be the Chelsea captain. Honestly, this guy is the real deal for me. All of this thing about English-speaking players, nah. What type of a captain is Gallagher? He shows he doesn't impose himself in the game. He doesn't seem to have any authority. Enzo Fernández, I still remember. Cole Palmer and Sterling were arguing about a penalty. Enzo came, took the ball, and gave it to Cole Palmer. If you guys remember this season, earlier on. That's captain material. This guy, I want to see him be the captain of Chelsea Football Club. With Reece James, I don't know what's going to happen. Is he going to be fit to feature as much as games as possible? I don't think so. But for me, Thiago Silva is going to move on. I don't want any of these Mickey Mouse captains, man. I don't want no Chilwell, no Gallagher. Enzo Fernández for me. This guy, do you think he's not hurting? He's 100% hurting the position we're in. Hopefully, for his sake, and not just for his sake, for many other players like himself, Caicedo, Cole Palmer, I hope we do better next season. I really do. And I hope we finish this season with some level of dignity and make it into a Europa League position. Enzo Fernández, I really enjoy playing here. I am happy. Yes. Enzo Fernández actually, I rewatched that game, that Man United game, because that was a mad ending. He actually had a better second half, Much better second half. But because how expansive game that we played doesn't suit any of our players, to be honest, we should be playing more compact. Close proximity, close passes, one-touch passes. But that's not Pochettino's game. Pochettino is all about pace and power. Pochettino is all about the basketball game. I love this picture. Look at this. Cole Palmer, Mason Mount in the mud. I love it. And you know what? You might be thinking, why the hate so much on Mace? Let me tell you something. You know why? It's because certain parts of our fan base acted like Mason Mount was the thing. Mason Mount, before he was sold, he had at least 18 months of stinkers. Stinkers after stinkers after stinkers at Chelsea Football Club. People were getting, annoyed every time he'd get dropped or he's not playing. Apparently he's not playing in his position, this, that, the other. People saying that, he's the creative hub for us. Mason Mount was never, ever the creative hub. Yeah, he produced an assist here and there, no problems. Mason Mount's just similar to Conor Gallagher. The thing with Conor Gallagher is he doesn't have that strong PR like Mason Mount to really rile up the fans a little bit, rattle the fans. Conor Gallagher is somewhat likable. Mason Mount, honestly, the people that started to get annoyed with him is because of the PR team that Mason Mount has, and there are certain fans that are, honestly, that would just lick up everything that he does. There could not be objective about Mason Mount. Every time you were even remotely objective about Mason Mount, yeah, you copped insults. I remember how much insults I copped every time I was objective about Mace. That was very, very off-putting. I love this picture, man. Cole Palmer is exactly what we need, and the level that we require. And he is a creative hub, proper creative hub. Let's check what some of the fans on social media were saying. Tom Overend was saying, clear that Mason Mount is not well liked among the Chelsea players. Very hard to believe he was forced out based on this evidence. Clear altercation with Enzo. Trev Chalobah directing celebration at him. Below post from Alfie Gilchrist. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Alfie Gilchrist, Stamford Bridge. He put out a post saying, "We fight till the end." Yeah, you know, something bad went on. This guy just left us. There was no, he knew what he was doing. As I said, Mason Mount was opportunistic. He was looking at the best deal for him. No problems. But don't paint this picture that he really wanted to stick around at Chelsea Football Club. Please do not paint that picture. He saw the big money. He saw the image rights. He saw an opportunity to be the next David Beckham. Well, this guy's going to be very, very soon playing for Everton or West Ham. I'm telling you right now, man. He's not going to last at Man United. Even Man United fans don't like him. Even Man United fans don't like him. People put the light on Enzo, but Chalobah, who's played with Mount since he was 8 years old, and Cucurella, who's shared a dressing room all season with him, all celebrated with passion in front of his, and didn't acknowledge his existence. Mount was clearly a cancer. End of story. Check this video out. Look at this video when we played Arsenal earlier. Enzo Fernández with Kai Havertz, as you can see. Look at Enzo. Enough said. Enzo seems to have a very, very amicable situation with Kai Havertz. Not the same with Mason Mount. The way Enzo Fernández reacted to Mason Mount, nah. You cannot tell me that it all ended gloriously and nicely. They all did not like him. I get the feeling. Now it all that stuff that Reece James was putting out on Instagram. Now people will say, "Oh, Reece James and Mason Mount are very close friends." Who is Reece James writing all of that stuff for? If you're having to, convince people to move bricks, then they're not the right people. Check this out from Carefree Lewis G. This is my last tweet on this, but Enzo calling Mount a coward is hilarious when Mountabaiters have been trying to push the narrative that he was forced out of Chelsea. Yeah, no forced out. I love this. I love these pictures, man. Glorious pictures. Enzo Fernández, I've always loved him, and now I love him even more. I need to get myself an Enzo Fernández jersey very, very soon. Absolutely. Excellent thing to see. And these are another reasons. Check this out. Daniel Charles, you guys might know him from social media, would rather Enzo show proof he's worth over 100 million than square up to former players to get cheap praise. Simply hasn't been good enough. Please. You don't even know what talent looks like. Daniel Charles, you have no idea, man. And he deleted that. And after that, he actually apologized. I don't know why he apologized. He apologized saying that Enzo Fernández was good or whatever. I'm not really sure why he did that. But anyway, Con as well from Chelsea Twitter has said, awful tweet. And off the back of that, some of you guys might know Alexis Kafkas as well. Genuinely, accounts like Daniel's are the reason Mount and Gallagher get so much dislike. It's true. Unnecessarily getting protected, not being objective about the player. Look at the way I don't know if you guys have seen the last episode of The Big Six, the way Tobes was talking about Gallagher as well. Have a look at that. Genuine, proper explanation of what Gallagher's all about. But now people be saying, "Oh, Miz, you hate Gallagher." There's so many people that see the truth. Gallagher's a good player in terms of being a squad player, no problems. But you have to be objective. But this is why people dislike some of these players. Because of certain fans acting irrationally. Cannot be objective. They inflate their importance above existing players. Enzo should fight for the badge. Everything people like Daniel praise Gallagher for, yet doesn't count. No, it's true. Enzo Fernández had the most recoveries, long balls, attacking third passes, and successful passes out of anyone between Chelsea and Manchester United. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I'm going to end on this note. People found the audacity to boo Raheem Sterling at Stamford Bridge. Our own. We found the audacity to boo Jorginho, to boo Cucurella. The list goes on. The list goes on. These are they were our players. Yeah, Cucurella still is our player. Sterling is our player. Obviously, Jorginho left, but these were all our players when they got booed by our own. So if you have the audacity to boo your own, yeah, you best believe you can boo Mason Mount, who plays for Man United now. He couldn't care less. He's there to win games for Mason Mount. So next time, there shouldn't even be a question. Should we do this or not? Even Olivia Bazaglo, ladies and gentlemen, put out a tweet. Oh, should we really be booing Mason Mount? Of course we should. I get it why she did that. She's friends with Mason Mount. No problems. You're a journalist. You're friends. It's good to be friends like that so you can get those interviews. No problems. But from a fan's perspective, 100% he should be booed. And do not sell me this whole story about Chelsea forced him out. It takes two to tango. You can't clap with one hand. You need two hands to clap. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for the match preview for Sheffield United versus Chelsea. It's an away game. So do look out for that. Hopefully, I think I might do a live stream on that one. So do look out for that. And then we are building up for the watch along for that match. Big 3 points up for grabs. It can take us closer and closer to that European position for Europa League. Not asking for much, just Europa League. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.